Or 3, y'all.
5, 6,
6. Right
7. All right. Yeah, we're going to wait a little bit. Sorry. Oh, are you 7? Group 7? No. For the love of God. Group 7? All right, come closer. Come here. It's all right. If we get on another boat, it's not going to add more time to our tour because I'll talk to you here. All right? So let me tell you about the problem that they run into because of the design of this statue. Tallest structure on Earth. Very thin skin. Hollow inside. And where is she meant to be? The middle of a harbor. How do you keep a structure up like that in winds in a harbor, right? Well, you need an architect for that problem. And they had one on the original plan. And that architect had a plan for the inside of the statue. And that plan involved a very heavy, rigid metal structure inside, made out of hollow metal walls filled with sand. Group 7. Group 7. Let's go. Come, follow me. My groups that are here, let's go. Right.
Sorry. Yeah, I know.
Follow me. Walk like a New Yorker now.
Come on, man.
Come My groups 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try to stay on the bottom deck of the boat. Then, if you stay with me, I can finish the story, and when we get off at Liberty, you can be free. All right?
And then we'll need to meet again?
Yes. Oh.
Excuse me.
What level do we want?
Yeah, when we do it again.
I need somebody.
Step right on it. Step right on it. Hard step, folks. Step right on it.
Watch the step, please. Watch the step. Watch the step. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Right by the exit. No, actually, no. Come here. Sorry, my mistake. This is the side that the Statue of Liberty will be on. But I want you all to like make a tight group, sort of. I mean, loose but tight. I mean, nothing.
We understand.
Be behind this white thing. Spread out a little here, and then if you stand and here, don't hurt the. Do you mind? Could you go over to the corner? No, I know, but I'm having a lot of people here. I'm just wondering, can you just be moved over? Okay, relax. Okay, come in here, everybody. Over here. My group's 1, 2, 3. Oh, fine, thanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come in front of me, behind these white things. Over here, over here. If you're with me, over here. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah. Just leave this space free. Thank you. If you're with me, over here. Over here, spread out a little. We don't want to hurt the wheelchair guy. Over here. Guys, just yeah. Or you guys come over here. Come on. Yeah, you guys come over here. Now listen, as soon as they close and push back, they want to leave behind the white poles. This is temporary. They need to leave this space free for people coming on. As soon as the doors close and they pull up the ramp, we can head it to the front. okay, and spread out a bit. But I'm going to use this time because there's a lot of information, and I'm only telling you some of it anyway, because there's too much of it. But I'm going to give you highlights.
We're grateful for that, though.
And
I am anyway.
one of the highlights was the interior of the statue. Again, tallest structure on Earth. Very thin-skinned, empty inside, in the middle of a harbor with harbor winds. How does that cut? That was a good reaction. Yeah, I'm gonna tell. Okay, so how do you keep that kind of structure up, right? For that, you need an architect, as I was saying. And they did have one on the original plan. And that architect, that's it. Let me see who's stuck with, so that I can recalibrate. 1, 2, group 2, group 2, group 2. Group 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 7. Who said 7?
Yeah, they made it.
You made it.
They made it.
Thank God. All right, listen. 2 seems to have disappeared.
Right.
Let me explain.
Yeah.
When we get off the boat, follow me, and I'll bring us to a meeting spot where we will meet when we go on the next boat. So don't scatter, okay? Stay here. Now, let me finish telling you how we got the interior of the statue. All right. They had a guy who had a plan, as I said. I'm going to repeat it because we were online. That plan involved a heavy, rigid metal structure made out of hollow metal walls filled with sand that the statue's 450,000 pounds would rest on top of, right? And the idea was that weight and gravity would keep the whole thing up. But the guy who had the idea did not write down his plans, and he dropped dead overnight.
Damn.
He did. Thank you for that reaction. Some people don't get it. 4 years into this immense, expensive 2-country project, the only guy who's got an idea, because this was a new design, there was nothing like this. The only guy who had an idea of how to keep her up is gone, and his idea's dead with him. Yeah, I like to think how it was the next morning at the building site. Good morning! Where is the architect? Oh, dead, sir. What? No! Where is the plans for la statue? Also dead. Ah! Okay. They needed to find someone else to solve a problem that had never existed before. The guy they found is a name you might know, Eiffel. The same guy who, after this, built the Eiffel Tower, which then took over as the tallest structure on Earth. Now, it took Eiffel a year to come up with what is in the statue now that keeps her up. And this is what he built. This is what he designed, and this is what they built. He designed a very heavy iron pylon, same height as the statue, similar shape to the Eiffel Tower. Attached to that heavy, unmoving center pylon, flexible pieces of metal struts, coming out from that center pylon and joining that thin skin, inside skin. Now, because those metal struts are flexible in the wind, the Statue of Liberty moves. She floats very faintly. She floats. And this idea was later extrapolated from to build tall towers, which also float in the wind. Now, if they had gone with the original plan, that guy hadn't died, and they had gone with that heavy, rigid interior structure and bolted the statue's skin to it, very soon there would have been stress cracks in that skin, thin skin, as it tried to pull away in the wind from that central unmoving structure.
Everything happened for a reason.
Maybe, I don't know if his wife would have appreciated
Yeah, but I'm just saying logically.
But,
Yeah.
right now, because, like every New York female, the statue's a little flexible. It would be 98 years before they had to close her up to patch her up for her 100th birthday in 1986. At which time they swapped out her torch. The torch she's holding now, same design as the original, although now gold plated. That was put up, replaced in 1986. Her original torch, which was meant to be viewed from 300 feet below, is now on display in the museum at eye level on the ground. And to see that element of the statue close up will give you a little bit of that feeling that the people who saw her for the first time felt. Okay, so in France, they are building her. They figured out the inside. And 9 years, they got her built. Over here, trying and failing to raise money for the pedestal. Like I was saying before, here's one thing they tried. They tried a lot. They tried to sell her image for advertising. The idea was if you could afford the licensing fee, which didn't cost much, you could put her image on anything you sold, and that money would be used for the pedestal fund. Soap, razor blades, didn't matter. Nobody cared. I know, it's so crude, isn't it? This magnificent symbol of human liberty used for advertising. Wasn't America crude back then in the 1880s? Liberty, 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 liberty. Okay. Anyway, still crude. But no matter what they tried, no matter what they tried, doesn't raise money. Okay, now,
There it goes.
all of 1884, the statue is up in Paris. I'm going to show you what she looked like.
Let me see.
You'll see.
Damn.
Isn't that cool?
That's hard. That's too hard.
Okay, January 1st, 1880. Now again, this has been 9 years, 19 years after the first idea. Over here, trying and failing to get that pedestal. Okay, January 1st, they start breaking the statue down into her pieces, her copper pieces. They pack those pieces up into 200 gigantic wooden boxes and send them off to Europe on a boat. I mean, to America on a boat. That boat almost sinks to the bottom of the ocean. And it arrives because they got into a storm. And it arrives very late here. And nobody knew what happened to it. The boat was out of communication for 10 days. And everybody thought the statue had gone down.
Man, you see it? She on the golden torch. Zoom in on that mug with your little stroll thing. Ah, that's the sight right there. Priceless. A lot of people on that little mug. Look at them views. Boy, get a picture, babe. You got a good one right here. Look at me in front of that motherfucker. Get a picture. Good one.
Private donations.
Look at that, y'all. Hey, that motherfucker, yeah, photographer. What she holding the Constitution in her hand look like? Yeah, gold Tizorch. See the put the Constitution in her hand? Right there. Torch. Put the Constitution in her hand. What's wrong? Got it? Angles from this side, look. That's our side view, y'all. Our side view. Our side view. Go one tour. Sorry. .360 view, boy. This is gonna be a good one right here.
That knows that anybody can make any amount of money towards the pedestal fund. Even if it was 1 penny. That notice promised me he would print their full name inside.
Uh-oh, we entering. We almost on the island.
I was here.
Look at New York. It looks beautiful. Look at that over there. Views. Look at them views. New York. That shit look hard. That's beautiful, man. How they got that motherfucker set up, boy. Start from the side and the back, y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Beginning, entertaining, inspiring, motivating. My life, your entertainment. Also for the motivation. Check it out. New York, New York. Liberty, Statue of Liberty. We live and direct. January 2nd, 2023. History.
And in 5 months, Joseph Pulitzer's campaign had collected $120,000. In today's money, that would have been worth $2.4 million. And most of that $120,000, very small donations, pennies, nickels, dimes, much less than $1. And true to his word, he printed every one of their names in the paper. And they got working on that pedestal. Finally, finishing her, and at last, rebuilding the statue out of those big boxes in her forever home. And so to conclude, the reason why this statue is up today, we needed that pedestal, and a symbol to the whole world, is ultimately thanks to the poor and working people of New York City from 136 years ago. That's why we have her.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Gratitude.
To
Much
the poor and
gratitude.
working people that say thank you to them. All right, guys. All my groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Follow me. Yes, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Follow me closely outside, and I will bring us to that red brick wall, which will be our meeting spot. And we will. We'll talk about a time when we'll meet. All right.
Okay.
And then you'll be free to go into the museum, see that torch.
Part 3 complete. Part 4 coming up.